You're alright, fuckers and fuckettes. This is a during. This is not a before, this is not an after, this is a during. I figured I'd show you what goes on when they do a bottom job, or the new floor and transom on these boats. This is what it looks like in there, and you can see those stringers are pretty rotted. They have to be replaced. Now me personally, I've been replacing, when I do a boat, I replace them with plastic, this new plastic board instead of wood. They use good marine grade wood when they replace them, but like I say, this is during, this is in progress. Kind of catching them off guard here. And you can see on the bottom all the bilge area, that's usually wet. And you know, over the years the fiberglass starts to leak and starts rotting your boards and rotting the underside of your floor. And come on, help me out here. I've already gotten as far as it starts rotting out your boards and I mean, I know on the sideboards, those look pretty good. Those don't look like they need to be replaced.
Yeah, all the glass is good in it. The wood's all getting replaced out of it. The transom's already been replaced in it. The stringers will be cut out and replaced with new stringers going into it.
Yeah, overall, I mean, what does this cost? What do we charge for some shit like this? If we're going to do it for somebody.
You're probably looking at about a $5,000 to $6,000 adventure. But when you consider the fact you basically got a brand new boat when it's finished up, it's a lot cheaper than buying a brand new boat a lot of times.
Yeah. Well,
as long as your glass is in good shape, everything else is restorative.
Well, shit, that new one that I bought was $88,000.
Yeah, so there you go.
But, and now we were discussing in the background, I fill mine with nitrocellulose foam, which is the same stuff they use to keep the Scout, in the Scout transoms to keep your engine out of the water, if you do fill up with water. Which, was it you or Drew that said that basically turns it into a Boston Whaler?
I did, because that's basically the Boston Whaler design, is they take the top cap and the bottom, fill it with foam, squeeze it together, and the whole cavity gets filled with foam. That's why they say you can cut them in half and
will still float, just like a Carolina skiff.
Right.
Now, I also mentioned that I use the plastic boards instead of the marine grade plywood. Is there, on these older boats, there's no reason why that wouldn't work on these too, would it?
No, the new rot-proof products and everything that they've come out with are good for every boat. Suggested to go with that type of material. This is my own personal project, and there's a lot of things I do different when I put the wood in, such as where the drains come through and where the bolt and motor gets mounted on. If you were to look at the transom from the other side, you would see big white spots.
Yep.
Where they're actually, it's polyester filler, so that wherever I drill through at, I'm not drilling through the wood, so I never have to worry about getting wood rot, because everything drills through a core product instead of the wood itself.
And you do the same thing on customers' boats?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure, you know, because you said personal project and...
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing on here that I wouldn't do on a customer's boat. As a matter of fact, it would probably be a little bit more intensive because it is a customer's boat.
Oh, so you're saying you being a cheap-ass redneck on your own shit.
That's like, it. That's it. You got it.
It's like the motorcycle mechanic's car is always, the motorcycle mechanic's motorcycle is always the one that runs the worst because we're too lazy to, we're too busy with other people's shit to get to our own. But, all right, fuckers and fuckettes, I guess we covered that. And like I said, this is a during. I'll try and get back down here towards the end process to show off what it looks like as he goes along. As long as he volunteers to give me a call when he's ready to put in the stringers and stuff.
I'll give you a call on that because it's getting the fuel tank sold. Originally had an exterior fuel tank. It's going to be getting an in-floor fuel tank that'll be located in the middle under the center console. So a lot of changes being done on it.
And by the way, the guy you're hearing in the background, if you're wanting a racing hull, he's one of the guys in this area to talk to. The marina's going to charge you out the ass for that kind of work because Kevlar ain't cheap, but this is one of the few marinas that will still do that. But like I say, that's going to cost you. Well, holler at y'all fuckers and fuckheads later.